never toured the world. We've never done world tours before, so a lot of people are happy that we're coming to see them.
That's
at the same
actually
time
true.
as they're very, very sad that we're ending this, but at the same time, most of these people wouldn't probably never see us ever.
That's true. We probably would not have gone on a world tour if we were not saying goodbye.
The magic between our collaborations, in my mind, is that we're three guys with individual thoughts and individual emotions and feelings, and I think that, you know, if you have an idea and you don't have anybody to throw the ball to, I don't think you can develop an idea. And I think what makes this special for me is that when you're in a room with somebody and you kickstart an idea, the ideas coming from their minds are what makes it special. Because I can be stuck and be like, what do I do next? And then Axwell's like, yeah, but you should do this and this and this and this. And instead
And I met Sebastian, then I met Axwell.
We have to hook up.
I just walked 500 miles.
Swedish House Mafia-One. You can't really think about anything. You just turn off your heart, turn off your brain, and
it's like Olympics. You know, everybody's throwing in stuff, and you know, if one swimmer's in the lead, the other swimmers are going to push to make it a better race. And I think that just being able to be with a lot of people.
Swedish House Mafia. The name alone excites most die-hard electronic dance music fans around the world. This wasn't just a group. They are recognized for bringing the progressive house genre into the mainstream around the world. Behind it stood three Swedish DJs, Axwell, Steve Angello, and Sebastian Ingrosso. Each is already popular in his own right. Together, they were unstoppable. Their story began in the mid-2000s. The Swedish electronic scene was bubbling with creativity. Axwell, Angello, and Ingrosso, already acquainted through mutual friends and a shared passion for house music, began to collaborate. They recognized a unique synergy in their styles. It was electrifying. In 2008, Swedish House Mafia was officially born. The trio's early sets performing to a packed club, overhead view of a crowded dance floor with flashing lights. Their sets were euphoric and had an infectious energy that reverberated far beyond the dance floor. Word of their explosive performances spread like wildfire. The world was taking notice. Swedish House Mafia was on the ascent, from underground clubs to main stage festivals, electrifying their crowds. The world craved their music. Their energy was contagious, and they were just getting started. Swedish House Mafia was quickly becoming synonymous with a new breed of dance music. Their sound was massive, anthemic, and undeniably catchy. They weren't just producing tracks, they were crafting experiences. And the world was more than ready to join them on this journey. Their breakthrough into the global mainstream arrived with a song that needs no introduction, Don't You Worry Child. Released in 2012, the track became an anthem. It topped charts worldwide, selling millions of copies and solidifying their place in dance music history. This track wasn't just a song, it was a cultural phenomenon. Suddenly, Swedish House Mafia was everywhere. Radio airwaves, festival stages, and even the stadiums usually reserved for rock stars were theirs to command. Their music transcended genres. It connected with people on a visceral level, uniting them under a banner of euphoria and shared experience. The impact of their success was undeniable. They had broken down barriers and brought dance music to the masses. Swedish House Mafia wasn't just playing music, they were leading a revolution. The world was watching, listening, and dancing. At the heart of their success was their unique sound. Swedish House Mafia became synonymous with progressive house, a genre known for its soaring melodies, driving bass lines, and euphoric breakdowns. They took this framework and injected it with their own brand of stadium-sized energy. Their productions were meticulously crafted. Each element served a purpose, building tension and release with masterful precision. They understood the power of dynamics, of taking the listener on a journey through peaks and valleys of sonic ecstasy. Every drop was an explosion of energy, every melody etched into the minds of millions. It wasn't just about the technical aspects, though. Swedish House Mafia infused their music with an undeniable emotional depth. Their tracks were anthemic, uplifting, and imbued with a sense of hope and unity. They weren't just making people dance, they were making them feel. Their influence on the genre was profound. Aspiring producers around the world sought to emulate their signature sound, and established artists drew inspiration from their innovative approach. Swedish House Mafia had raised the bar. Progressive house would never be the same. The end of an era. Farewell at Ultra Music Festival, 2013. The atmosphere was electric, yet tinged with sadness. Fans from around the world gathered, their faces a mix of joy and sorrow. This wasn't just a concert, it was a momentous occasion for the music industry. The Swedish House Mafia's farewell set marked the end of an era in electronic dance music. The decision to part ways was not taken lightly. Internal conflicts and the pressures of constant touring had taken a toll on the trio. Creative differences began to surface, and the members felt it was time to explore individual projects. The impact on their fans was profound. Many were heartbroken, feeling as though they were losing a part of their lives. The music industry, too, felt the shockwaves. Swedish House Mafia had set new standards in EDM, and their absence left a void. For the fans, it was a night to remember, a final chance to see their idols perform together. The energy was high, and the memories created that night would last a lifetime. Swedish House Mafia reunited in 2018 at the Ultra Music Festival in Miami, Florida. Their first performance together after the breakup was electrifying, with fans and media alike buzzing with excitement. The emotional reunion saw the trio embracing on stage, visibly moved by the overwhelming support from their fans. They went on to tour in 2019 and released their debut album, Paradise Again, in 2022. After years apart, the trio's reunion was a monumental event, celebrated by fans worldwide. Their album, Paradise Again, showcases their evolution and solidifies their status as pioneers in EDM. Their influence on the genre is undeniable, inspiring countless artists and leaving a lasting impact that will be felt for generations to come.
My name is Axwell.
I'm Steve Angello.
I'm Sebastian Ingrosso.
And we're the...
Swedish House Mafia.
Exactly.
Fans came up with the name.
Or people that didn't like us. We are not sure which one it was. But it's not something that we manufactured. It was something that people started to call us because we were running around in Sweden, mafia style, always looking out for each other, got each other's backs. Sebastian is half Italian as well, so...
it fit well.
You know, maybe that's why.
Yeah. I met Seb when I was 6, 7 years old. We grew up basically together. We met Axwell 12 years after that, maybe, and then like 8 years ago, we started hanging out. And just all of us loved music and had passion for what we did and DJing, and we just grew into the part of becoming this collective that we are today, and we still love what we do.
Started out like friends, and then we started out like giving each other tips on tracks. You know, you build up a trust, and then we started like playing each other tracks, like, what do you think? You know, taking advice, giving advice, playing together eventually.
Slowly.
And then, you know, I mean, you know, then we started to do some small collaborations, like one track me and Steve, one track me and Seb, and it took a while to build up that trust process.
We're here in London, in the studio, Swedish House Mafia. We're going through our single one, and here we are.
Yeah, this is actually not our studio. This is our studio, our Axwell studio.
This is Metropolis in London. Did you say that? It's nice. But we like to be in a big place when we're all together, so we sit sometimes behind places like this and put all of our laptops up and feed everything into one computer. And today we are kind of putting the finishing touches on the vocal version, which features Pharrell. So we put him on the track and cut it up and then do a little bit of mastering, very little.
Actually, Axwell had an idea about looping sounds like, you know, like the intro is like and do melodies of the looped sounds, and he wanted like actually to the hi-hats being looped as well and stuff like that. But we only did the kick because that didn't sound good, right? So yeah,
it's a loop kicked, double tempo up, pitched.
Yeah.
Forming
to a bass line.
A bass line, basically.
Yeah, it took kind of a while to make.
Yeah, we sat there and passed around the computer for a while to.
So it's a loop of the kick that is the bass line, and so
So
on.
the bass line is.
Yeah, that's how it goes down.
Yeah.
Little something like this. 2 kick drums. Obviously, this one being the fatter one, and this one being the top kick. And then we got some nice claps on there. Chords, courtesy of Synplant, makes interesting sounds. And then we got some silent Lady Gaga sounds over here. This is where the rave begins. Some chords.
That's very rave-ish.
Yeah.
We like it.
This is rave. And then, that's nice. This is the rave shit that comes over here. This one here. We thought about changing that sound because we thought it was really rave. But then, yeah, there we go.
The classic build-up.
Yeah. This is also cool. This one goes up the whole time. This is what makes the track really bounce, because it's 125 BPM, but it feels like it's 133.
Yeah, it's true.
So this one goes up. Took a while to make this go up as well, because we had to download a plugin. That took a long time to download the plugin.
We bought the plugin.
Yeah, we bought the plugin.
Legally download.
Yeah. Then we go into the chorus kind of thing. There's a lot of melodies and layers going on here.
What we've done here basically is we we did a cappella of all the stems of the vocals, and we used de-essers, we used EQs just to get the ifs and the st out of the way. Run through the table, add a little bit of bass to the backing track, just to sum up and get a nice fat sounding master.
I wanna know your name. I wanna know your name.
That's a
you just killed me. Could you at least
it's
do
just
that?
one lead that
Everything
we
is
made into.
basically reharmonized.
It's one lead that we then.
I wanna know your name. Your name. I wanna know your name.
We used Pharrell
Play
as
that
a
section before.
instrument here, right?
Where like it's just one lead that becomes this.
I wanna know your name. I wanna know your name. You just kill me. Could you
all
at
the
least
harmonies,
do that?
everything.
I wanna know your name. I wanna know your name. Or better yet, stay
Professor.
there,
That's
just
professor
do
shit.
that.
That's why we run this shit.
Safe.